Chapter 33. The river flows again. The wall of water went rushing through the dry valley below, washing away everything in its path. On the other side of the river, the pollution were running into the hills, being chased by the desert coyotes. The sky had started to become light as daytime approached. Steam and Kenny had stopped when they had seen the broken dam and the lake quickly draining. The deep valley where the lake had been was almost empty, with a small river running through it. They could see Simon on the other side, but they couldn't see Sarah. "Simon!" Kenny called out. He was too far away and couldn't hear him. He stood up on his hind legs and waved his bare paws, trying to get his attention. Simon waved back. They both pointed down to the valley by the river where they would meet. They clambered down the muddy banks of what used to be the lake and met by the river. "Where's Sarah?" Kenny asked. "She was in the dam," Simon started to explain, but couldn't finish. They both looked up at where the dam had been, and then down along the valley that was now covered in mud and debris. It was total destruction. As they looked, there were ripples in the river. Suddenly, Sarah jumped out of the water, still as a manta ray, gliding through the air. As she flew, she started to do a flip and transformed into a girl at the same time. She landed on her feet next to Simon with her arms stretched to the sky, holding the emerald orb. "Ta-da!" she beamed with a huge grin. "Oh, Sarah!" Simon said, giving her a hug. I just went for a little," Sarah began to explain. "Cowabunga, dudes," she joked, imitating a surfer. "And look what I found," she said to Kenny and Steam, holding out the emerald orb. Simon and Sarah crossed the river over to where Kenny and Steam were. Kenny turned back from being a bear, and they all bundled together in a big group hug. They all looked around, not sure what to do next. "Now what?" Kenny asked, taking the sapphire orb out of the satchel Simon was carrying. "I don't know," Simon replied, holding out the ruby orb in front of him as well. Sarah bent down and ruffled the fur on Steam's head. "Where are we supposed to go now?" she asked. "There were stories of the altar for the orbs being high in the mountains," Steam began. "The pollution had been trying to destroy the altar for a long time, but they never found where it was. It is said that the 3 orbs need to be placed together at the altar in order to restore the balance." As they were speaking, none of them had noticed the dark clouds of sand gathering in the distance. In front of the clouds, there were hundreds of the pollution riding on the ferocious flying creatures, heading straight towards them. There was a flash of lightning, quickly followed by a deafening crack and rumble of thunder. They all turned and looked at the sky. The wind was picking up. "Oh no!" Kenny exclaimed. "Not them again!" "This isn't good," Steam said, stating the obvious. They looked around. The sides of the valley were too muddy to climb quickly enough, and there was nowhere to hide.